Okay. Obviously, we're at Stars and Stripes today, so why don't we first start talking about that? Tell us about the festival, what it means to you, the cause, and all that good stuff.
Well, it's first-time festival that we were invited to do, and we're excited to come out and be part of. To be honest, most musicians don't really ever know what's going on. We're just told to walk in a certain direction and stand there and put your hands up, and that's about what we're doing right now. But it's great to be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, here, especially now in this country, you know, it's nice to celebrate the people that protect us and protect our freedoms, and it's a scary world. Jesse and I have 3 kids, he has 2, and we talk about raising our kids in this world.
Yeah.
And just, you know, as much as we feel like we have it together and we think we know what we're doing, nobody does. And so it is, I mean, if we're here to celebrate, you know, the people that protect those freedoms and just us in general on a daily basis, and the veterans and everything, that's a great cause. So it's a commendable thing, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you change up your set list based upon the event, or did you just do a standard, what you would normally do at a regular festival?
Well, we're currently on called the Autumn Effect Tour, so Autumn Effect is our first record. It's the thing that put us on the map, and we're out doing that record in its entirety right now.
Okay.
But for the festival setting, we're straying from that a bit, and we're just pulling out whatever the songs are that have the energy that we feel like the festival
That's what
needs.
I felt.
Hey, talking about darkness, you guys just had a weird thing happen the other day when the power went out and the show must go on. You want to tell everybody about that, or?
Yeah, we were just second show into this Autumn Effect tour we were doing, and we were in Memphis, and we didn't think anything about it because it was already late at night, and we'd walk on stage, and we get about 4.5 songs, 5 songs in, and just completely blacked out.
During Wasteland,
and you hear the storm, and it was like, all of a sudden we realized the whole block was out of power, and we were just like, we got to do something for these people. We can't just, technically we were supposed to just walk off and go and be like, okay, sorry guys, that's the show. But our good friends that were touring with us in a band called Black Mat, they had acoustic guitars with them, so we pulled them out and made it a little campfire style. Everybody pulled their flashlights out on their phones, and we played, about 4 more songs? Something really just completely unexpected and random that turned into like just the power of that many people. We couldn't hear ourselves at all. I mean, that was the crowd took over, which was an amazing thing.
It made it kind of cool. I mean, you know, it would have been nice to do the show as planned, but to improvise and have people still leave happy, we were happy about that.
Your fans.
Yeah, we wanted to definitely give them something. We just felt like they didn't get a show, and due to the storm.
Well, we had people that even flew from Kansas to Tennessee to see us, and
because it was that album we were supposed to play in its entirety, and a lot of people came from all over to see it, and we were just like, we got to do something.
They were happy.
So what is your inspiration?
I don't want it to sound like just a general cliche answer, but it's life, and it's really observation and our own perspective of life. And generally, I'm a very thankful, happy person, but a lot of the music has a darker tone to it because it's therapy and self-expression in a way to get that struggle out of me through song. And lyrically, that's kind of where I come from with it, and I noticed that it helps a lot of people just kind of that feel the same way. It's an outlet too for them to listen to. Music can become very, very intimate and personal to each individual, regardless of us creating it. What it means to us and what it means to another person are equally as important. So,
are there topics that you refuse to put into a song, even though it's something that, are there some like no-go subjects that you won't go after, or some that you think that more people should write about?
Not necessarily. If it's something that I have more of a personal experience with, I'm better at writing about something that I actually have experienced. It'd be more difficult for me just to make up something random. It helps because when it's close to you and it's intimate, and
well, you feel it.
Then it feels real and authentic. It doesn't feel like it's just.
That makes you be able to connect with your audience.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like as the records have progressed, we get older. The earlier albums, the lyrics are a bit more ambiguous, a little bit more internal, and and then as he has 2 kids, I have 3 kids. As we get older, we're experiencing life more. So real life stuff is creeping into that a little bit more than it did in the beginning. Because in the beginning we were young, like no bills, no kids, nothing. So we were just writing artsy, weird stuff. But now it's like we can't help ourselves sometimes, but to actually touch on subjects that that match our age and what we're doing.
Yeah, who we are when we're 20 and who we are when we're 30 is 2 totally different people. I have a 4-year-old and a 10-year-old. I have 2 songs, 2 different songs that have been written about each one of them, or an inspiration to them. And it's like a love and they're like love songs, but also terrified because you don't know what to do. There's no handbook on life, and you want to, like he was saying, you want to try to give them the best quality of life, but you have to adapt to what life is, and what it throws at you, and it is scary. And that's getting back to this festival, the Scars and Stripes things. Like you start thinking about your security and your freedom, and we're talking about doing European tours, and just recently there's just stuff getting canceled left and right because of these threats, and it's a scary thing.
Yeah, my kids are 9, 3, and 2, and my youngest was really premature and was in the hospital about the first year of her life, the whole first year. So I was not out with the band during that time. I was away, and that made, that was a scary time. Now she's much better, and we're past a lot of those obstacles, but definitely a lot of material, that can come from that type of experience.
Yeah.
It is just a fearful thing to this world now. Everything that's going on, if you read the news, it's almost just depressing. So
yeah, it's like the thing I try to tell people. I like to go and meet people at our merchandise booth, or just go mingle with people. And I'm like, happiness is within here and here, and it seems like negativity can be thrown at you in all ways, and it's very easy to dwell on what's wrong and what's negative. But like, you don't have to be wealthy, you don't have to have all these possessions and these things for happiness. You just need to. Sometimes you say, when things can go wrong, it makes you appreciate what you have that's right. And we as human beings always need to focus on the happiness.
I want to ask you about artwork. I was talking to Corky Gainsford, I know local boy here, and I had the pleasure of buying one of his drum heads, and he pointed straight at you as the inspiration behind it. He said, "This is why I started it." So can you talk a little bit about your artwork?
Well, originally, from the smallest child, my dad's an artist, and he taught me the ways of just doing art at a young age. And I always, growing up through school, was the art kid. And always, every time I could be in any sort of art school or class, I would go. And it was just in me. And then as I got older, never in a million years I thought I'd be in the front man of a rock band. But this guy saw something in me and scooped me up. But
stolen from another band.
Yeah, but I treat music as art. So out here, I get to express a different level of art through music, but I still need to fill the void of just creating art. And at first he had some old leftover drum heads, and in the beginning stages I just had a black Sharpie, and this is years ago, and I would just doodle like our logo on it or our name. And as the years gone on, fans brought me a whole color spectrum of Sharpies. Then my dad goes, if you use rubbing alcohol, you can dissolve it and make it look like watercolor. So it's just, like my hands have Sharpie all over them right now. But it's just practice with anything, over and over, doing it over and over. So when I saw Quirky doing the logo, sort of like the infancy stages, like, check this out, I'll go ahead and speed it up for you and show you all these little tricks. And he took straight to it. And I see a lot of people doing it now, and I think it's really cool because you're giving something to a fan that's a one of a kind that you're doing. They're never like prints or regurgitated things. They're one of a kinds each time.
He puts time into it.
They take at least 2 hours per head. So, and it just, for me, I can just block out everything and just zone out, and just, it gives me almost my little personal bubble to just escape from the fact that I have 8 roommates in a 150 square foot apartment. and then people love it, so it's a win-win on both sides.
They're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
Anything that you guys want your fans to know?
The thing I always say, and I always mean it, is that we don't exist without the fans, and it's a very symbiotic relationship that's why I really try to go out and talk to people one-on-one and be personal with them, because I think that they walk away from that experience knowing that it's human beings interacting and sharing over music. So thanks for so many years of support, because we don't have a job without you, so thank you for that.